Kelly Turner with Total Mortgage.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sanam Solati Yurczyk with New England Prestige Realty.
And Abby, the Inspired Kitchen.
Welcome. Well, actually, we're on your location today.
Right.
Notice the beautiful background.
Yes. We decided to switch it up a little bit. You know, we're normally at New England Prestige's beautiful space, but we are here to talk about kitchens and remodeling and, kind of what's hot, what's not, what can help. Because as you know, the kitchen is the heart of the home. And what sells houses, Sanam?
Kitchens, bathrooms, like all that. But again, it's the heart of the home. So we are also here because Abby is local. She's right here in Glastonbury. And, we wanted to talk about some trends that you see that are hot, that people are going for.
So what I am seeing is that people are really continuing to simplify kitchens. So less is more. Keep it simple, very neutral colors, a lot of white, of course, light grays, light taupes. Paint, as far as painting colors in the home, I see people just doing one neutral color throughout the whole house instead of the days of every single room is a different orange, purple, green, and brown. It's all just keep it neutral and do the whole house that color.
I think neutral is beautiful.
I know.
Well, we walked in here and I was like, oh my God, look at all of this. Like it makes everything feel like breezy and bright and casual and like a place where people are going to congregate.
It's very inviting.
It makes a huge difference to get rid of those dark cabinets and put in something light, even countertops, light cabinets. It makes a huge difference in how you feel every day, for sure.
It's funny because certain generations love the oak wood. Like my in-laws, they actually have oak kitchen cabinets and they did a partial remodel. So they did countertops, they have a beautiful backsplash, changed their knobs, but they kept the cabinets. And I'm like, let's just update that. And they're like, no, these are good quality. They're beautiful. And I'm like, oh.
So speaking of oak, I have seen this year was full of oak accents.
No, is oak making its way back?
So
everything always
there's
does.
There's a difference though. It's not your yellow oak.
Okay.
So you have to put a proper finish on it that's going to keep it a white oak. No red oak, just white oak. And also I do a lot of painting oak so that you can see like this island, so that you can see the grain of the wood behind it instead of just, it combines well with a straight painted maple without any texture.
Nice.
Now, what is happening with the Pinterest inspired like colored kitchen cabinets? Like we were seeing a lot of like blues, hunter green, sometimes two-tone where like uppers, lowers, islands would all be different colors. Are you still seeing that as kind of the hot thing?
I am still seeing it. I feel like for the last 10 years, we've done a different colored island and like add those accents elsewhere on the hood or somewhere else as well, shelving. Yes, this year I've seen some more black islands. Ooh. So add some black in as opposed to a blue or a green. Which is really fun too. And then combine a little oak detail in there. We've got some black, some white, some oak. It's really pretty.
Does it matter the size of the kitchen? Because when the colored islands first became a thing, we would always tell people only if the kitchen is large enough to support it.
I still agree with that.
Yeah.
If you have a very small space, just simplify as much as possible. And then the details will shine. Yeah, for sure. If you have a big space, I've done a few this year with, like I said, the 3 tones, different woods, different colors, and it looks so pretty. There's a lot to see. Your eyes bouncing all over the place.
Very nice.
I have a quick question, what's going on with appliances? Because I was at the Home Depot the other day. Everybody loves the Home Depot, and they had a bunch of fridges in that dark metallic, and I was like, what is this? This is not stainless steel.
With the brass accents?
Is that, are we seeing that kind of stuff coming back? And I've seen white too, like white is everywhere, back to like white 80s appliances.
Yeah, so the GE Cafe has ruled the market as far as that goes, because they have a few different finishes offered, which is a matte black, matte white, stainless, but then you can also customize what color the knobs are and the handles are. So if you're doing gold accents or black accents, you can really customize those appliances. I haven't seen it so much in any other brand besides the GE Cafe.
Oh, all right.
It's fun to express your
creativity.
Right. Yeah, you have your little like twist on it.
Yeah, it's fun for the people. There are definitely people out there that just despise stainless steel. So it's a good option.
Well, it's tough, right? I have like 3 small kids, and like the moment, your child is reaching for the cabinet or the fridge, the stove, you've got fingerprints, you can't mine is the non-magnety kind. Why do we have non-magnety fridges? So everything's like on the side of the fridge. I am not a stainless lover. I would go back to white appliances.
Do you have any tips on how to clean the stainless? I've heard like baby oil, but
Just
then I
get a
feel
good
like
cleaning lady.
you heard it here. Get a great cleaning lady.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not
okay,
really
I
my-
didn't
cleaning's
know.
not my forte.
Okay.
Now, what's the time frame? So I'm going to call you. It's time for a new kitchen. I think a lot of people think that these things happen really fast, but we all know that it's not always the case. What would that kind of look like?
Sure. Given this market, I would say start planning 3 to 6 months in advance.
Wow.
So it depending on how quickly your communication is for the design phase and how busy I am and how quickly I can get things back to you. It might be from the time I come out to do a consultation to the time we sign is usually about a month. And then from there, you might be waiting 3 months. Last year was up to 6 months, but you might be waiting 3 months to start the project.
Just to get all the materials in
Absolutely.
and your crew's ready
Mhm.
and all. And do you handle everything from design to installation to the finishing touches? Like what's sort of your purview in the project?
Full scope from that initial phone call to the final walkthrough at the end. I'm your contact, and I handle and manage every aspect of the project.
And I must say, she's very detail oriented. So we actually did a kitchen with Abby in one of our homes, and the follow-up, the follow-through was very impressive.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between using you and using like one of the budget kitchen places where you're kind of buying a kitchen in a box?
Sure. So I offer the full package. If you're just looking for some cabinets to put in for a quick flip that your husband's going to do, by all means, go buy the cabinets. But that's not what I offer. I offer the full scope of work, really hand-holding design services from a qualified, certified designer here. And so I really help. It's especially good for people that don't exactly know what they want or need guidance throughout the process, picking materials and making sure it's full kickassery at the end.
Love it. I think the thing too that is, and you probably see it all the time, Sanam, is you can tell when a kitchen doesn't fit the space.
Sure.
When like what was put in is like not the best use of what, when you have those weird cabinet sizes and you're like, this is like dead space. I have it in my kitchen. We have like one of those horrible, what are they called? Lazy Susans. And like, it's all dead space. We can't even get to the back of it. And a couple like bad cabinets that I think it was like, my house was like a builder grade kitchen that like everybody got the same kitchen no matter what the space looked like.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the big differences is that you're looking at the space as a whole and how to put stuff into it to fit.
The space as a whole, and also we're having in-depth conversations, the client and myself, about where you're going to store your trays. How is this related to the stove? Where is this and that getting stored? And everything is accounted for by the time the kitchen goes in.
Yeah. There's so many options, even like toe kick, like designs for trays on the bottom. So literally there's no wasted space.
So you're not putting them in your warming drawer of your stove. It's like how many of us
I do that. I know.
Yes.
Because I don't have a choice right now.
Yeah, they all go in the warming drawer.
So it's funny because you mentioned that you do full kitchen remodels. According to the National Association of Realtors, they do a remodel report every year to see like where it makes sense to invest in your home. Being that the kitchen is the heart of the home, they actually say that a full kitchen remodel, and of course it depends on the size of your house and where you are within the country, but on average, we're running around $80,000-ish. But you get about 75% back return on your investment. And then they also take into effect like the joy factor, how much people are enjoying this. And out of like a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 9.8. So people, they love when they actually make the improvements. And, we always say every 10 years, a house needs a facelift. So for sellers out there, before you're thinking of selling, at least improve the kitchen, enjoy it for a year, and then sell it.
Absolutely. I agree. I like to tell people, full renovations around here, depending on the size and material selection, is somewhere around 60 to 80 on average.
Yeah.
And then also for master bathrooms, the price of everything is so high, but those are also for master baths starting at 50.
Yeah.
But can you imagine, like you have like a big, beautiful double vanity,
Oh my
storage
gosh.
for all your things, the walk-in tiled shower, all the rain. I want the whole thing.
Yeah.
You just close those kids out, lock
Yes.
the door, and enjoy your spa.
Yes,
It's
right.
well worth it. Every penny, from what I hear.
Yeah. So the nice thing is, like, we're throwing out all these numbers and they sound really huge, but they don't necessarily have to be out of pocket. That's why we have Kelly.
Yes. So you do have some options for financing one of these remodels. Probably the most popular option for people is to take out a cash out refinance, because that gives you ultimate full control over the financial piece to it. If you don't have the equity for that, or maybe you're purchasing, it's not a refinance, there are renovation loans available, and kitchens, bathrooms, all are part of that, where you can actually take out a mortgage and the mortgage will cover the renovation costs. Now, there are some sort of things you need to know. Your contractor has to be licensed and insured. They have to provide the lender with paperwork. So you have to find a reputable, good contractor who's going to be doing this kind of work. And you are not going to just get the money and dole it out. It gets actually paid directly from the mortgage company to the contractor who's doing it. But what's kind of nice is you can bundle a couple of things in. So it's not like it only has to be the kitchen. You can, you're buying a house, it's, nice, it fits the bill, but it's got a dated kitchen, it's got dated bathrooms, the hardwood floors need to be replaced.
Floors.
Yeah, it's a lot of floor. And a lot of time, if you're doing the kitchen anyway, you're probably going to need new floors. You can add multiple things to this renovation, new windows, new roof, whatever it may be. Sanam and I had a borrower a couple of years ago who she pretty much gutted her first floor.
Yeah.
New flooring, new kitchen, new bathrooms,
everything.
new everything.
Yeah.
And it was gorgeous when she was done with it. It was exactly what she wanted. And it took, I think, about 9 months total for her to have everything completed. And, so there is a lot of options. You're not necessarily coming up with this money on your own. You can. It's probably easier for everybody when that's the case. But it's not required. And both, you can do it as a seller, you can do it as just a homeowner who's living in your house, or again, buyers have this option to purchase homes with renovation loans right from the get-go.
It's funny because a lot of our buyers will walk into a home and they want turnkey, just move in, because they have a hard time visualizing. But we walk into homes with older kitchens and I'm like, oh, I love it, because I'm like, you can gut the whole thing and create exactly what you're looking for. And if you're nervous or you don't have the vision, that's when somebody like Abby comes into play, where she creates the whole design. You can bring your Pinterest inspired ideas or magazines that you've fallen in love with certain kitchens, and she'll help put it all together, because 5 beautiful things together may not work. Just because they're all beautiful doesn't mean they all work together, but she'll help make sure that you're going to have, again, a kick-assery kitchen.
Yes.
So.
That's one of the things that I love to do in that design phase. I look through everyone's pictures that they bring. And they're like, I don't know, I just liked it. And I just like this one. I just like that one.
Yeah.
And I can say, well, it's the style of this one that coordinates with the textures that you love. Texture. That's what all these are. So I can find the common ground and really base your kitchen off things that you didn't realize were consistent in all the pictures.
She's a kitchen psychologist.
Yes. They pull it out of you.
Yeah. Do you find Pinterest to be a big inspiration source for a lot of people? They're making kitchen, because I have kitchen boards and bathroom boards and Vermont house boards and all the things. People are coming with
why not? Right?
Yeah, you've got everything.
No, it's a good Friday night, glass of wine, scroll through and just click on what you like and save them for someday.
For someday.
Fun.
But someday doesn't have to be so far out there. If it's on your mind, I would suggest start making those next steps. Contact somebody like Kelly to get your financing in place. Contact somebody like Abby. Come see. She's got a gorgeous showroom.
We'll put some pictures in the comments,
Yeah.
because I had never been here, and I literally opened the door and was like, oh my God.
That's how I felt the first
and
time.
You walk
I'm
around and everything is so beautiful. This is what I was admiring. This is glass over wallpaper that you can change out. What a genius idea. And this is the stuff that a normal person you wouldn't think about. I would never think to do that. It's genius, my God. There's cute wooden shelves. There's just so much that you can do. And I think having the right team and the right person to help you, who has a vision, who can see these things, who isn't just, picking what's trendy. It's what's trendy and what works.
Absolutely.
And what your taste is.
And works in your home as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put something in someone's home that didn't fit in the house.
Right. The farmhouse kitchen in the contemporary house with the modern living room.
You got it.
Awesome. Well, if you guys have any questions, you can reach out. We'll have all of Abby's contact information linked below as well.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon.